Hello children, how are you? Hope everybody is fine. So now let us continue with the part 4 of the chapter Diversity in Living Organisms. Now ready? Shall we start with the chapter? So here first let us see regarding the cryptogamy and phanerogamy. Already we learned Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. Okay, these all the three, they have naked embryos, so that are called spores. So in these groups, the reproductive organs of these plants are very inconspicuous. So that way you call that as cryptogamy. They are hidden reproductive organs. It is not visible. So when you see in the case of higher plants and all, you can find flowers separately. Flowers are the reproductive organs of the plants in the case higher organisms. But in case of Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta, there is no clear well defined reproductive organs. That is hidden. It is not visible. That's why you call that as cryptogamy. And next is phanerogamy. So phanerogamy, so they have well differentiated reproductive organs. They are able to make seeds. So in cryptogamy, they made spores. So here they can make seeds. Where they can make seeds, in case of phanerogamy, they can make seeds. The seeds are the result of reproductive process in the case of phanerogamy. All higher plants are coming under this category. Angiosperms and gymnosperms, what we are going to learn now, they are coming under the category phanerogamy. What you studied previous class, Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta are coming under cryptogamy. Okay, so here in phanerogamy plants, I told you we are going to study today that one, gymnosperms and angiosperms. So they have well defined reproductive structures, and apart from that it produces seeds, and they consist of embryo along with the stored food, because they have to, the seeds are detached from the plant along with fruit. So it has to contain stored food, then only it can grow. So it contains some stored food. It serves in the initial growth of embryo during germination. Then later, when the embryo it starts to grow into a miniature plant, it will develop root, and later it produce stem and leaves. Then they can do photosynthesis. Till then they have to get food. So that food they get from the seeds, the cotyledons in the case of plants and all higher plants. So from there it is being stored. Let us study detailedly now. First is gymnosperms. So gymnosperms are the plants. Here you cannot see what you call flowers. So and apart from that, they produce, the seeds are naked. It is not covered by fruit. You eat fruits, mango fruit, even coconut is also known as fruit, apple. So whatever you see these fruits, so they are covered by some fleshy or fibrous or some coat. So that type of fruit, it is not there. It is not covered. So they produce naked seeds. So that's why you call them as gymnosperms. Gymno means naked, sperma means seed. So these plants are perennial, evergreen and woody. So what you call in Tamil, chaukumaram, they are coming under this category only. Even Christmas trees, that coniferous forests, what it is in coniferous forest, they contain coniferous trees, they are also coming under this category. Okay, this plant you must have seen in our garden, school garden, cycas, that is cycas. So like that, and when you see these plants, how do they reproduce? You must be wondering, without flower, how they will reproduce. Actually, they produce cones. Sometimes we use the cones as decorative, but decorative piece also we use in at home and all. Dried cones. Sometimes we use that. So the cones are the reproductive structures. So in the cones, there will be seeds also. Then next one, let us see regarding angiosperms. This one, normally these angiosperms you can see in all over the earth. The entire part of the earth, it is occupied by angiosperms. So these plants, they have seeds and they produce the flowers, what you call. And apart from that, the seeds, it is covered by some fruit, and they are covered. Okay, so that's the angio means covered, sperma means seed. So mainly you call this one as flowering plants, because what you call flower we get from this plant only, angiosperms. All over the earth mostly angiosperms are more. Okay, the plant embryo, when you see, they have cotyledons. For example, you eat cereals, pulses, so they are having, you eat the fleshy portion, what you call dal and all, the fleshy portion, that is cotyledon. Okay, what you eat paddy, that is cotyledon. So when you eat wheat, that is also cotyledon. Maize, there also. But here in the case of maize, paddy and all, the cotyledon is not well developed. So that's why the food is stored in some endosperm, what you call that is. When you go to higher classes, you will study detail. But anyhow, when you classify the plants, when you see, the peas and the groundnut, when you eat, if you break, they will break into two halves. Okay, so that only structure they have given, so it opens like this. So in the case of whatever, there is in pea, otherwise groundnut, or any type of beans, okay, and even chana. So when you are opening the seed, after soaking, just you can do at home, you soak that in water for full night, and you can take your mom's help also. Then you open in the morning and see. So open the seed coat, you will get two fleshy portion. Okay, so that you call that as cotyledon. So in the case of angiosperms, we are dividing angiosperms into two categories on the basis of number of cotyledons. So the plants with seeds having single cotyledon are called monocots, and the plants with two cotyledons are called as dicots. Okay, so dicots means they have two cotyledons. You can see here maize, paddy, wheat and all coming under this category. They have a single cotyledon. So only single fleshy leaf is there. When they grow also, they grow like this. So you can soak little bit, you can grow a plant at home and you can observe. So here you see here, they can see the two fleshy leaves. So when they have two fleshy leaves, you call them as dicot. When they have single cotyledon, you call that as monocot. Rice, wheat, maize are coming under this category. In gram, peas and tamarind, and you can go for any type of gram, green gram or black gram, or any type of peas, beans, all are coming under this category. All they are having two cotyledons, that you call that as dicots. So today we studied regarding angiosperms and gymnosperms. You can see here, when you can break in the two cotyledon, you can observe small embryo lying inside. So this embryo will be having root portion here, and this portion will grow into leaf later. Okay, so this is a root portion, you call that as radicle, and what you call that as, that is the green color portion that develops into plumule, that is radicle and plumule. The plumule, it develops into shoot system, and the radicle develops into root system. Here you can see the radicle, it starts to grow and it gets anchored in the soil, and slowly it opens up and into plant. So once the plant a little bit, it is producing the first leaves, then later they are able to do photosynthesis. Till then they get the nutrition from cotyledon. Then later slowly the cotyledon dries away and it will fall down. Okay children, so you read thoroughly. So we studied 5 plant groups. So previous class we studied Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. So in this class you studied regarding angiosperms and gymnosperms. So now let us see the entire classification detailedly. So plant classification, they are classified. First, plants when they do not have well differentiated body parts, you are classifying them into Thallophyta. Okay, so if the vascular tissue little bit, when it is developed, when with the vascular tissue, they are classified further. When they don't have vascular tissue, you call them, they are Bryophyta, what are amphibians of plant kingdom. With the vascular tissue, if they don't produce seeds, if they are you are classifying them in Pteridophyta, that is ferns and all coming under this example. When they produce seeds, you call them as Phanerogamy, and Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta are coming under Cryptogamy. These 3 are coming under Cryptogamy, and these 2 are coming under Phanerogamy. Okay, so Phanerogamy, they bear naked seeds, or you classify them under gymnosperms, that I told you, pine as example, pine tree, and they bear covered seeds, that is angiosperms. 1 cotyledon if they have monocots, and 2 cotyledons if they have dicots. This is the entire classification of plants. So in this lesson, no, mainly what we studied today. So what are the questions can be asked in your test? So normally they ask the differences between cryptogamy and phanerogamy. It can be asked in 2 marks, and gymnosperms and angiosperms differences, it can be asked in 2 marks or 3 marks, and sometimes they can give example and they will ask which type of plant group they belong to. By giving example, they can ask in 1 mark. Okay children, and this diagram also you can practice in your copy. It will be helpful for you for understanding the entire classification of plants. Okay children, hope you must have understood. If you have any doubts still, you can contact me. Thank you children.